this looks good.
It looks good. I like it.
We are so excited to be here today.
Welcome, everybody. We want to first let you know that if you haven't already done so, please go to YouTube, search up Soul Seekers TV, and subscribe to our page. We are still on a mission to get 100 subscribers before our launch on November 28th. So please do that if you're watching and you haven't yet done so. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today, we are going to be talking about our last and final experiment for the book E-Squared by the author Pam Grout. And we're going to talk about some other stuff as well. But this book was, this last chapter was called The Fish and Loaves Principle. And it was a treasure hunt for joy and kindness and goodness. And I'll tell you what, we've had some really great conversations around the topic.
And I'm your other soul guide, Fisher Barrel.
Exactly what I was trying not to do is exactly what I did.
Welcome, everybody.
Okay. First, I like the sound of my voice. And so what we talked about is the rebellious nature of Patricia and I prevented us from walking around with a journal because we don't like to do what we're told. So if you tell us to walk around with a journal, it is the only time we will not walk around with a journal.
It's so true. We are both, and it's why we're besties and soul sisters on this journey together, because we are so similar when it comes to this, where it's like, oh, once it becomes an official task, it's like, nope, not going to do it. It's like resistance from head to toe. But I want to say for all of you other rebels out there who are doing these experiments or not doing them, but even just setting the intention and, trying to notice things and literally directing your brain to notice the good things, it is enough. Yes, you will see the results if you write in the journal. You will see more results because you're going to see them on paper. And so it's a really good way. And I encourage it, even though I didn't do it.
You should do it. Just do it. We shouldn't do it.
It's not for us. This is like, do what we tell you, not what we do. But there are people who, when they, so I hear that.
Well, the thing that's so funny is, as you know, I'm like a journaling. I have 100 million books, that's all I do is journal, but I didn't journal this week. I did keep track though. And what Trish and I talked about before the call is just what you evoke in your emotions and in your life when you look for the good, when you, there was a few times where we were stuck in traffic and I opened the sunroof and I rolled down the windows and I was like, perfect. We're stuck here. So it's this great opportunity. It's like been beautiful weather in Florida, 50s, 60s, and the sun's out. We just need to take this time to not worry that we're running late and to just feel the breeze and feel the temperature. Little moments like that, but you just get this overall sense of feeling good when you focus on good, whether or not you're journaling. And that has definitely prevailed the last 48 hours.
I think so. For me too. And I think that, as we've been putting the show together, which is what we're doing when we're not here live, is, we are doing things to put our show together, which is premiering on Thanksgiving next week.
And if you watch the trailer, you'll totally want to watch what we premiere on Thanksgiving, because that fun is multiplied and intensified and electrified and fired, and it's all good.
And fired. Yeah, definitely. And, I set the intention this week to really create, really great things and to notice really great things and with that intention, you do start to see things unfold. Oh, hey, Mary, nice to see you. Nice to know you're here. I guess I'm not saying it. So setting that intention, even if you're not writing it down or even if you're not making it part of your task, to set that intention and put that out there, I'm going to notice the good things, really does make a difference. And there were things that both Linda and I experienced this week that I think that the intention that we had set on Monday with this experiment then allowed other things to unfold. And one of the things was for me is that I really got a beautiful analogy for manifesting in regards to our business, but also in manifesting in regards to life. So I'm going to, and we need to, since you're writing, can you tag Jenna? Because I think I channeled Jenna this week, and I'm going to share something with you that I already shared with Linda. So
I'm not sure how to tag. Do I just put hashtag Jenna?
No, put like at Jenna.
Jenna Vincent?
Yeah, she should come up. Are you on Facebook? No, you're not on Facebook. I think we have to
live.
Huh? You're on the live. Okay, so we'll do it afterwards. I want to tag her because I think I channeled her this week, and Jenna was one of our interview guests, one of our experts that we had on the show. And
are you going to talk sexy right now?
I'm going to talk about sex.
I love it when you do that.
And what came to me this week, speaking of sex, what came to me this week was that
I said lucky
is that manifesting, whether manifesting whatever, but manifestation is like sex. Okay, it really is. And so whether you're manifesting a goal, whether you're manifesting a way of life, whatever it is that you're manifesting, it's like sex. And here's what it is. So the orgasm
feels good.
feels good. The orgasm is like the bonus, right? Like it's the goal to some extent, right? Like you want to have that really like that explosive energy at the end, which is like the thing you want, right? The thing you want is the orgasm, or in terms of your business, the thing you want is, clients or success or some sort of financial monetary gain from the work that you do, right? That's the goal. That's the end game. But if you are not enjoying the journey, or what you may consider foreplay, or the process, right? We're making this analogy of sex, okay? If you are not enjoying the process, you're not gonna get the goal, okay? If you are not, because in sex, when you're having this special intimate moment with somebody, it's about feeling each other. It's about feeling good in your body, about feeling the other person's body. It's about your connection. It's about enjoying the entire process. And manifesting is the same thing. If you're not enjoying the process of creating, then you're not going to get the goal. And really the fun part, if you just want to have an orgasm, you can just have, well, I don't know, maybe some people I've heard can do that.
You don't need a partner. The foreplay requires a partner.
Yes, but even if you don't have a partner, there's still something to that experience where the enjoyment of it is what makes it worth it, and the orgasm is just the bonus. It's like that's what you get if you enjoy the process. But if you're not enjoying the process, you're not going to get the manifestation. If you are working on your business and you're miserable every single day, then even if you get money, you're not going to enjoy it. It's not the same.
Yeah.
And with Linda and I, we've used it with this experience with Soul Seekers. Every part of this process has been fun. Us getting together and planning it, coming up with the ideas, interviewing people, traveling together on our road trips. And that's really what the show is about at the end of the day, is showing you how much fun we had along the way. The end goal is for us to be able to do this for a living, right? That's the end game. The end game is we want to do Soul Seekers all the time. Therefore, there has to be some sort of something that is created at the end of the day where we can, financially support ourselves doing this project. That's the goal. But in the meantime, we're enjoying the process. So, this last experiment has been really a way for hopefully you to take a look at how to enjoy each day and each moment in your life. Because if you're enjoying each moment and each day and the kindness and the surprises and the magic and the signs and the abundance and things that come, then the thing that you want at the end, your end game, your goal, will manifest if you're enjoying things in the meantime. There is no other way, right? Like if you are enjoying going back to sex, if you're enjoying the foreplay and if you're enjoying the moment, then you're going to have an orgasm. It's just how it works. And it's the same thing with creation in life. If you are enjoying the moment and the process, then you will have the culmination of that effect. Like that will culminate in what you want, because it just makes sense. So I have to share that with you because
absolutely. Thank you.
You're
and
welcome.
Everybody, I think that there's like good stuff in there to get from that. And something cool happened, and I again think that wherever your awareness is, so whatever, we're in the receiving mode, we're in like the open to signs and open to goodness, and it's been helping me to channel a lot, especially these last 48 hours, because once you kind of work on shutting down the resistance, what you're leaving space for is guidance and divine kind of channeling and opportunity and goodness, all the stuff that resistance blocks. As soon as you push it to the side, you start to get the benefits of that. And so it perpetuates more of the same, right? You want to feel good. So when you realize, wow, this really feels good, then you start to seek out like experiences, right? And so for us, one of the ways we do that is we pay attention to signs, and when they're coming in and how much they confirm and provide evidence for whatever you're going through. Because in theory, well, I should say, sometimes the answer seems so hard and you wait so long and you tighten up as they don't come. And so that's when you start looking for exterior validation. You start going to others, help me, help me, help me, save me, save me, save me. When truly the answers are all in here. Everything you need at the time you need it is available to you, right? The only way you don't get it is when there's a block, and that block comes from your belief system or your fears or your sabotage, your trauma, which are all legit, don't get me wrong. But our goal as soul seekers is to find ways to lessen the effect of the resistance and to perpetuate and kind of give momentum to the juicy stuff. So when Trish and I were talking about the show and our consistency, okay, E-Squared is over, what happens next and what kind of content do we provide? And we were like, the key is diligence and commitment, and let's just keep going. And as she did that, I got a message on Facebook Messenger, but when I went to click it, I clicked just the homepage of Facebook instead accidentally. And I opened up to a post that was on my feed, and many of you know by now, but Trish and I have a little thing going on, a little love affair going on with the Cardinal and the Blue Jay. Literally, when I accidentally pressed the Facebook post in the moment of conversation, it's a soul from Christina Dahl in the light code, and it's a picture. It's a picture of a blue jay, and the funny thing about this is the title of the post is this your sign? And then she goes on to say that
it perpetuates more of the same, right?
She goes on to say that blue jays have been coming up for her abundantly, but that she doesn't connect with the message that the blue jay is sending. So she believes it was channeled through her for someone else. So she says, could this be for you? And I was like, yes, it's for me. Because it freaking was, man. And lately it happens a lot to me, but I have made the intention with this experiment to, when I feel the resistance kind of go down, when I feel these signs, when I feel joy, when I see kindness, to really consciously create the next moment and the next moment, so that, my usual fear, anxiety, doubt, mistrust, because that's my huge one, and to say, I'm not, just a minute, I'm choosing to trust and love. It'll all work out. I don't know how. It's not my job to know how. I just know that it will. And it's so hard to do. It's so hard to do, especially when you have trust issues like I most certainly do. But the more evidence you get, the more signs you get, the easier it becomes. And like, you train your muscles and you train your brain, and now you're training your soul. And we are here to help you do that. We are here to help you train your soul to live your purpose and make the absolute experience here the best that it can be. And hopefully we expose you to things that help you do that.
Yes, and it's been a big topic this week, and I was talking actually to my kids about the thoughts that you have literally are the instructions you are giving yourselves, right? The thoughts that you have are instructions, you know, and if your thoughts are positive, right, I'm looking for the good, then your cells, you know, kind of open up to the goodness, right? And you're training your brain, as Linda said. You have to train your brain. Look for good. It's like a Google search engine, which we've talked about several times. You're sending your little brain engine, look for good. See the possibilities. You know, I am awesome. Whatever it is that you're consistently telling your brain is the instructions, is the search that is the search engine that you are implementing for you. So, I mean, wouldn't it be much better to have a search engine that is looking for the good and the miracles and the magic versus a search engine that doesn't believe in any of that? I mean, regardless of what you believe and where you stand on whether life, you know, is abundant or lack, or if there is lack, don't you want to train your brain to find the abundance? Like, there's no losing in this. There is no losing if you're looking for the abundance, unless, of course, you know, you allow yourself to become deflated if, you know, you don't see that. But you're training to look for more. It is a practice. It is a habit. And no, everything doesn't work out all the time for everybody. It just
and use nature to give yourself a break too. Like, you know, leaves are abundant in certain seasons and trees have no leaves in others. And sometimes it's high tide and sometimes it's low tide. And sometimes the moon is full and sometimes you can't see the moon. So nature emulates the same cycles, you know, of this like fullness and void and fullness and void. And we are that. And it's okay. So appreciate your moments of void. You know, respect your moments of fullness, bottle it up and freaking capture it when it's great and remember it when it's not. And it's okay to do this. Our goal, what we're trying to do is make these last longer so that the dips don't hurt as bad. But forgive yourself when you're not constantly in euphoric stage, because that's like how you're human. Otherwise we'd be God, right? So it's okay.
Yeah, and I love that you brought up nature. Nature ebbs and flows. We breathe in and out. Like everything around you shows that we're not always harvesting. There is time for us to plant our seeds and wait for them to bloom and tend to our garden.
Yes.
Even if you're not getting the crop that you want as fast as you want it, it doesn't mean it's not growing. It means just keep tending to it. Keep trusting that it's going to grow. You don't plant a seed and then 2 days later go, why haven't you grown into a plant yet? Unless you're lit.
You're absolutely right. But you're right. You know, like, you're absolutely right. You have to trust the process and be excited. Like, I know it's coming. It might not be here now, but it's on the way. And because it is. And so,
yeah.
I loved this conversation.
Me too. This was fun.
This was fun. This was good. I hope lots and lots of people watch this, because I think that there's some really, really good stuff.
Well, this is the last day of our official experiment, our Soul Seekers experiments, but it won't be the last of us, because as you know, of course, we have our show that is being launched on Thursday, November 3rd, which is Thanksgiving here in the U.S. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so now and ding that little bell so you'll get notifications of any new episodes that come up. And we will still be coming on Facebook and talking to you about things like this and talking to you about our episodes and anything else that comes up. So please continue to follow us, like us, share our content, help us get to 100 subscribers on our YouTube page so we can finally start to be like YouTube/Soul Seekers TV versus like BHW, whatever numbers are up there. And we're just really so grateful that you have taken the time to spend your time with us, growing with us and laughing with us, and keep us posted on anything that has evolved for you during your time with us.
Yep, and tell us all about it. Never stop soul seeking. Never stop looking for your soul's purpose, because it's the most important thing you do on earth. So we're glad to be alongside of you and honored that you share your time with us.
And we'll be back here next Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so we'll see you then.
Okay. Bye, everybody.